Hi. You're so handsome. So it's just one of those weeks, and I had this specific video plan that was going to be very like sit down chat, but sickness has hit our house and we've just been kind of in the thick of it, so we'll see what happens basically. Recently I was convicted by a person and some other social influences on YouTube and online about the topic of modesty, and I want to talk about this today to just share like the revelation that the Lord has given me, but maybe also challenge you if you have struggled in any of these areas that the Lord has revealed to me that like, wow, I need to shape up a bit in these areas and just kind of clean house, if that makes sense. I'm just realizing that the content that I consume, the way that I dress, the way that I talk, a lot of it is not very modest. And modest, I feel like, can have this condemning vibe to it, and that's not the way I want to come across. I want to like confess, you know, but also have like a gentle heart about it, because modesty, I feel like, has this very like has a point a finger kind of attitude towards it, and that's not what I'm aiming for. I just want to confess like the things that the Lord is revealing to me, and maybe it can, you know, like iron sharpens iron. And so if any of these areas you felt conviction or like, oh yeah, I should probably evaluate that part of my life too, then, you know, maybe we can walk together in that. But it's just something that I wanted to share on my channel because I think it is challenging to me and to maybe all of us, specifically as women, just how to live modestly. I feel like the Lord's just been, revealing that to me, and so I wanted to discuss like different areas of my life that I have been challenged, and maybe we could all be challenged together. Or it's just me, I don't know. So the first one is social media. Obviously, social media is so everywhere today. Everyone's on it, everyone uses it. I have always been inclined to social media. I love sharing my life. I love posting. I love like just being relatable, and I just love sharing my life. And it's something that the Lord has had to check me on, or the Lord has revealed to me every now and then to like check my relationship with social media. I definitely get carried away with it, and that's why I had to delete my original account that I created way back in high school, it was like 2011 or something. I deleted that account last year, like while I was pregnant with him, because I felt like I had burned so many bridges in 2020 with like just oversharing my political views. And then also it's just difficult as a personal trainer. You know, your body is kind of your selling point. And I've gotten caught up sometimes in the show of fitness and what gravitates people towards your post, because I was trying to be an online coach for so long, and now I'm a mom and it's just kind of not happening. I wasn't trying to be like sensual, but I was posting, you know, videos and pictures of me like just working out in a sports bra, or like progress photos that were like, you know, booty shorts and sports bra or whatever. And I never ever ask myself the question before I post. I have seasons of it, but I don't always ask myself, is this honoring to God? Is this honoring to my husband? Is this honoring to my dad and my father-in-law? Like, do I want those people to like if I actually sit down and think about those specific people opening up their social media and seeing me post those pictures, does that make me comfortable? Is that modest enough? You know, is it okay? The other week, my pastor said Christianity is not about how much you can get away with, and it's not about you, but it's about being obedient to Christ in all areas of life. And I was like, oh yeah, I need to hear that. That it's not like, oh, is this just over the line? Or, oh, well, this person's posting it, or this Christian person posted, you know, that content. It must be okay. And I think that to each his own. Each person has to, you know, submit themselves to the Lord. And, you know, the Lord is the ultimate judge over someone's heart. And so, you know, obviously my intent was not to like be promiscuous or whatever, but, you know, something I used to ask myself, and I should start asking myself again, Carrie Job is like a huge influence in my life. I just love her. I love how she lives her life. And I would always ask myself, would Carrie Job be in this place? Would Carrie Job post this online? Would Carrie Job ... And I know that like, I don't want it to sound like I'm making her an idol, but, you know, would I see that Christian influence, or Christian artist or person post those things online? It's a very convicting question. Would so-and-so do that? You know, someone you really look up to, would you like bat an eye or question, you know, if they posted something of her. Would Carrie Jo post a video of her working out in, you know, just a sports bra? I don't think she would. And should I do that? You know, so just asking those kind of brutally honest questions when it comes to your social influence online. Just because social media is so popular doesn't mean that it shouldn't be evaluated, or that you should reevaluate your relationship with it, or like how you post online. I wish I was that person that just didn't care about social media and didn't care to share their life, but I do. I love sharing my life. I just love it. And I've had to, you know, in times create restrictions. So, you know, for a time I deleted it, then I made a new account. Then my husband has the password to like my screen time. And so for a while I only had 15 minutes a day each on Instagram, Facebook, and TikTok. But then I was trying to like make some revenue with some Amazon affiliate stuff here recently, and so I have like an hour each, but I'm thinking I need to cut back because it can just consume your brain. And so anyways, modesty online is what I'm getting at. I need to check myself a lot and just kind of constantly ask, should I post this? Am I oversharing? Is this too much, you know? So the second thing that I just really been needing to evaluate in my life is my dress, or how I dress myself. Now, I definitely do not think that I'm a promiscuous dresser, but again, being in the fitness arena, you tend to wear tighter fit clothing. You tend to wear, or you can sometimes just wear a sports bra, or wear a crop top that shows midriff, or, you know, the whole like showing your butt in tight leggings. And I love my leggings. You pretty much only see me in leggings most of the time. Look at that handsome baby. Look at that handsome baby. Oh, so handsome. However, I feel like it needs to be the term modesty with how you dress. That's typically how you talk about modesty, right? Is how you dress. I feel like it's so individualized, because I feel like someone else could wear a specific outfit that looks totally fine and like not bad on them, but then I wear it and it looks different. Like it just looks different because every woman's body shape is so different. I wear tighter clothes even though I'm not trying to be promiscuous. Like in no way am I trying to like draw attention to my body. It's just what I feel most comfortable in. I don't care to dress up and like look nice ever. So like wearing workout clothes is what I live in, and they tend to be tighter fit. And so I've just been like thinking about that. Is it something I need to, you know, at home it's whatever, but like even just hanging out with friends, am I too casual? Am I not thinking about what a guy would think? You know, I feel like these are things that I've just never allowed myself to ask, but I still want to honor my husband, you know, and the Lord by being modest and not attracting eyes in those ways, if that's happening. You know, I don't know. And I still have yet to address my closet, or, you know, we've been sick this last week, and so like haven't really gone out in public. But I need to carry that in all aspects of life. I feel like on the platform when I'm leading worship, I'm definitely like modest, and I'm thinking about that because I'm like in a position of worship, but I still need to carry that in every aspect of life, because my actions, I think they matter even more outside of the church, you know? Okay, the third one is music. Okay, so we're getting into like the topics that are like, I'm really bad. And it's mostly when I work out, I'll just throw on like a Spotify workout playlist, and typically it's like some garbage rap or like garbage pop music, and I just gravitate towards that stuff when I work out. But I danced growing up, and then I was on the dance team in high school, and so I think there was just this natural gravitation towards that because I love the dance. And so when I hear pop music, like I love thinking about choreography. I do that a lot. Like I choreograph dances in my head. And so like it's not that I agree with what even is being sung or said or rapped or whatever. It's just the natural tendency of the music. But now that I have a son, and now that I take him out into our garage to work out sometimes, and I play that music, I'm like, dang, like, do I want my son soaking in like these lyrics? Like, I do not want my son to be that kind of man, and I don't want my son to marry that kind of girl. So why would I allow that in my house? And again, this is something I haven't actually like gone through and addressed and like deleted playlist. Yeah, this is all just really fresh, like revelation thought process. But so I definitely need to confess that I have not been faithful with the music that I listen to. I do believe that media has a huge impact on our lives. What we soak in, what we listen to, what we watch greatly affects us. And so, yeah. And the last one that I have for now is my speech. This is really, really hard to confess because when you think of when you think of someone who's in ministry, man, you don't think of someone who curses. And I hate confessing this, but I curse and I swear. Not all the time. It is mostly when I'm really frustrated. Especially in the early postpartum days when I was so sleep deprived and so angry and just really depressed, I'm definitely not proud of things that I have said. I've just realized how loose I am with my words. Something that it feels so easy to just say something not nice. It's in moments where you're so tired or you're so frustrated or you miss someone so much. I've definitely asked for forgiveness in those specific moments. Like, okay, Lord, I'm so sorry that my mouth was so bleh. And it's more of a constant thing. Like, I don't think it's just gonna be like, okay, I'm gonna stop swearing when I'm angry, but I'm gonna have to like keep working at it, and it's gonna be one of those continuous like laying down processes, you know. The two verses that have come to mind that the Lord has revealed to me, obviously Philippians 4:8, whatever's true, whatever's pure, you know, that Bible verse. You know, think of these things that are lovely and are true. I think that includes what we soak in through our minds, what we listen to, what we watch. That definitely shifts our mind. What we post and what we consume and how we think about ourselves. If we're constantly renewing our mind to the mind of Christ, then it's definitely going to have an impact on how we present ourselves, what we listen to, what we post. And then the other day, my Bible reading had me go through Titus 3, and it talks about how the older generations teach a pure life to the younger generation. And I feel like I'm in the in-between where I'm like, I'm older so I can teach, but that I'm also younger right now still, especially in the church where I can learn how to live purely from the older generation. But I definitely need to buck up a bit and actually ask the Lord to, you know, cleanse me and help me clean house a bit. And I feel like as a Christian, you have to be more creative when it comes to outfits, to look cute and also be modest. And you have to be more creative on how to be, you know, how to influence the world in a really cool way that's not inappropriate or that doesn't like look sinful, if that makes sense. I feel like as Christians, we have to be more creative in how we approach life, but we serve the Creator. And so I don't know if that any of that makes sense. And he's getting really fussy, so I have to cut the video. I hope this helped you think about maybe some areas that like you need to clean house, or things that are areas that maybe need to be addressed in your own life. I know that this is something that is not like I'm posting this to say, hey, this is like how you need to, this is what you need to do. This is, hey, I'm walking in this right now and like I just suck sometimes, you know, but we serve a really good Father that loves us and brings these things up so gently and slowly for us to slowly clean house. I feel like he is just such a gentleman that even if we've been struggling with something like this for a long time, that he's just very kind to take it slow, I feel like. So I hope this video made sense. It was kind of a chaotic video, I feel like, but if you enjoyed this, give it a thumbs up. Share it with a friend if you're like, you need to stop swearing. No, I'm just kidding, don't do that. But subscribe to the channel. I make videos on faith and fitness and family. So if that interests you, subscribe. And me and Crazy are gonna go. Say bye. Say bye. Bye-bye. We're bubs. We're bubbers, as Papa would say. Bubbers. Bye.